Alright. So we are currently on a high reward contract. Third part, more than likely the last part. Let's take a look at where we are in the star map real quick. So we're right here in an industrial zone. We're not that far away from our destination. I already set up the repairs, it seems, so more or less ready to go. So let's get moving. I don't really see a reason to delay. Now, the only thing we're not really certain of, I would like to go and do this campaign mission. I'm not really sure what's going to be in between here and there, if there's going to be more of these conflict zones or not. It might just be we're going to have to go right there. Guess we'll find out. I might come over to Clearfield, see if we find anything over here. I'm not really sure what our sensor range is. There was speculation, I think, by somebody in the comments, maybe a few jumps, but I haven't really confirmed that personally. Alright, that's actually a little bit of a longer path, but that gives us more time to repair. I don't think our repairs were that long, but I didn't really look that carefully, so... Okay. So we're here. All of our battle mechs except the Highlander are back. 2 days for that. So if we wanted it back, I could wait that time. That's not a big deal. Let's take a look at the contract itself. 95 difficulty, which I expect. It's another assassination contract. These have gone fairly well. We should have a full 400 tons to work with. I think we'll be okay not using the Highlander, perhaps. But then again, it's only 2 days, so I guess it's not a big deal that we wait. I'd like to have all my weapons available, if at all possible. Okay. Let's take a real quick peek at the market. Oh, a Banshee, that's kind of interesting considering this is a conflict zone. Anything else interesting? No, not really. Okay. Let me go ahead and get straight into that contract then. So we do have a little bit more points to work with because we've managed to get this faction to like us a little bit more. So confront the pirate Lucas Fronta, which is the boss, at his hidden base in the asteroid field. Kill him and his band of deserters. Offer no quarter, no mercy. All deserters deserve death for defying the will of the dragon. So we are going to go with damage coverage. Probably 4 points, and then the rest are going to go into salvage shares. We're actually getting paid quite a bit here, so I don't really worry too much about that kind of stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and accept. Alright, as far as our lance goes, we already have not a bad setup. I think we stay in the King Crab. It's been very effective for us. Although there may be some tweaking we could do to it. That's actually one of the things I'm probably going to look into in the near future, is some things that I may be able to modify the King Crab. It really depends on what weapon systems we have, though. And I'm not sure 100%. As a matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, why don't we go ahead and check. The one thing I'm thinking... Yes, okay. So this is one of the weapon systems I think maybe we downgrade our LRM-20 to this LRM-15 with the Artemis system. And that would save us a couple tons, and maybe we can do some things with those couple tons. So, either armor or something else. In any case, I think there is room. And I suspect that the Artemis system, even though we're losing 5 missiles, it may actually end up being a better weapon system in the end. So, yeah, for that reason, I think we're going to go with that. We do also have other LRM-15 Artemis systems. Unfortunately, they're very low quality, but... if we had to, we could switch to that. We do have an LRM-20, but that's actually more weight, so we'd have to cut things rather than gain tonnage. Alright, well, in any case, now that I know I have that system, which I suspected I did, I also think I have the ammo for it. At least I'm fairly certain I do. Yeah. LRM Artemis ammo. We don't have a lot of it. We only have 3 tons, but that should suffice. Ideally, we want to get more of this, though. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's go back to the contract, though. Alright, so if we wanted to go maximum weight here, then we'd want to use the Atlas. We'd want to use the Banshee. I'm not saying this is the best loadout, I'm just saying this would be the heaviest loadout, and then we want to go the Highlander. That would be the heaviest loadout. The question is, do I like that loadout? All right, so we've got some close-range brawling from the Atlas. We've got a little bit of long-range poke and the Banshee with the LRM-10 and the AC-5 and a couple large lasers. And then the Highlander has an LRM-20, but some other close-range weapons. Probably switch the Banshee and the Highlander in position, if I were to go with that. I think we go with this Lance. This seems pretty good. Let's switch the Banshee over to the last spot here, as it seems to emphasize longer range weapons a little bit more. I mean, it does have 4 medium lasers, which is pretty good short range firepower, but the Highlander has an AC-20 and 2 medium lasers, and in the end, that's going to be a little bit... Oh, and an SRM-6, so it's a little bit more potent close range firepower than the Banshee has. Okay. I think that's good. Now, granted, the Highlander does have an LRM-20 that, you know, we don't want to have at close range, but I tend to fight from a longer range anyway. Now, we could replace the Atlas with something else that has a little bit more of a long-range punch to it. What that would be, I don't know offhand. Awesome is probably the only mech that really fits the bill right now. The Cyclops we've kind of modified. Might be a good time, though, to test the Cyclops to see how good it is. As a matter of fact, I am going to do that. I'd like to see how good the Cyclops is. It should be well armored, but I want to see how good it is from a damage potential. In theory, we have increased that, and we'll have to see, do we need to go further with that? Maybe change out the other LRM-10 to an SRM-6 potentially. So, yeah, I'd like to test this one, see how it does. So, for that reason, I am going to downgrade a little bit to get the Cyclops in. We really need to see how viable this mech is. Alright, so frankly, Hutchison is probably fine in the Cyclops, so let's see what else we got. Yeah, Gan's probably good in the Highlander. Highlander does have ballistic weapons and missile weapons being a kind of an emphasis. And then the Banshee is energy weapons, ballistic weapons, and missile systems, so all of those weapon types are viable and important. Let's see if we have another pilot other than Covington to take that role that we're not currently using. Sheffield's pretty good across the board, and we could get an opportunity to level him up in all 3 things. We also have Captain Sloan, not bad, and we haven't really gotten a lot of experience in Captain Sloan. Granted, Captain Sloan doesn't have as much of a cap as Covington would have. Now, how close is Covington to leveling up in anything? I have to actually find where Covington is. Oh, there you are. Not really close to leveling up anything at the moment. Sheffield's definitely closer to leveling up, so if we're looking to level somebody, I think Sheffield's the right call here. So this is going to be our group. Hutchison in the Cyclops, the Captain Gann and the Highlander, and Sheffield and the Banshee. I think this is a pretty good team. This actually might be our best team eventually, as long as we level them up. And that might be some of my idea here too, is just trying to get more experience into our pilots, because they're still a decent distance away from their cap. Okay, let's ready up. I think we're more or less good to go. We'll try and use range to our advantage, because I think our Lance does benefit from it. Cyclops being the only one that doesn't really have a strong long-range punch. Sounds like our dropship is being fired on already, so we may have action fairly soon.
Online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright. Oh, I'm not getting out of the dropship for some reason. There we go.
He's terrorized this space for years and years. With his sub-commanders dead, his back is against the wall. That being said, you should still expect him to fight tooth and nail.
Alright, he's dead. Any more enemy in the area?
Scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Okay, let's see. So we dropped in right on a nav point. I think I'm going to hit the one in the southeast corner first. It's a little, well, technically it's closer to where we are now, but I like it from a open standard point of view, like it's more open, which will give us our better long range potential, potentially have us be able to fight at that range, which again will benefit us for our setup. Of course, it depends on what the enemy consists of as well. Okay, that's... I think that's the Banshee there. And off to our right is, I think, the Cyclops. So probably behind us is the Highlander.
Let's hope your cockpits stay pressurized.
Target eliminated.
I guess we can fire some LRMs at that guy. Oh, no, we can't. Not if we lose sensor lock. Hold on. Got PPC going. Oh, wrong button.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Ah, here we go.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander. Our target must have given us a slip. Let's check out the other locations.
Switch over to this guy.
That thing's gonna explode! Tango down!
Okay.
Target acquired.
I don't care about the turret. We'll just leave. Oh, something hit me from over there. Had to have been a vehicle. Ooh, we got aircraft. There it is. Oh, I missed it. There we go.
Target acquired.
See if we can get an LRM-20 shot on that. Ah, with that.
Target
Got him.
destroyed.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't quite get that over the hill. Oh, I lost the lock. God damn. Just take this vehicle out real quick.
Structure failure, lost something.
You better not have lost something. Did you just lose your arm again? God damn it.
Target acquired.
The guy loses his arm all the time. Okay, we got kind of a crazy number of vehicles. I'm gonna try and take some of them out.
Target destroyed. My target eliminated.
Trying not to hit my ally here.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Ah, God damn it. That Highlander took a lot of damage.
Tango down.
The vehicle in behind us doing something. I feel like I'm being a little lackadaisical here.
This is dead. It's a real honor to be the ones responsible for his death. Good job, boss.
Alright, where do we need to go to get out of here?
Fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
Splash target. Enemy mech down.
Okay.
Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, that Highlander likes to take a lot of damage. I was kind of surprised to see it take as much damage as it did, but then again, we had a lot of enemies. So we probably lost yet another AC-20, if not more stuff than that, because frankly, the Highlander took a lot of damage there. I don't have any more AC-20s, so it's starting to the point where we need to rebuild that Highlander. Don't really have a choice on that. I'm not sure how I'm going to build it better, though. Okay. So I can guarantee you we took more damage than I got insurance for. Actually, no, it's not that far off. I guess the damage on the Highlander wasn't that bad, all things considered. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pick up any of these mechs because I didn't have very many much to work with. The PVC full quality probably worth picking up because these are fairly expensive. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do with these 6 shares. Because nothing else really jumps out at me, and we don't have a ton of these high quality PPCs. So let's go with it. So, yeah, alright. Nobody leveled up, but hey, we get something going. Again, I don't know how severe the damage was on the Highlander. You know, this is a high number, but I don't know how many systems it actually lost. There's nothing in the one arm over here. It's possible some ammunition or something was destroyed in this section. Now, we for sure lost the AC-20 again, which really hurts, but it is what it is. Okay, in the past, the Combine's history with Mercenaries has been murky, usually due to the MechWarrior's total lack of honor or capability. I don't really know what that means. Perhaps we may have misjudged some of them. Okay, unfortunately, this is only quality 1. Quality 2. Okay, quality 4. I'll take that. And then some ammo. We actually really needed this. Unfortunately, oh yeah, it is 3 tons, so that's pretty good. We did need that because we did lose some in the Atlas at some point. Okay. And we're going to level up here. We're now legendary. Is there a level above legendary? Let's take a look. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Move over here. All right, so first things first, the Highlander. How bad was the damage? Oop, Highlander. Oh, it lost an SRM-6. So it wasn't the arm that had the AC-20. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember which arm's which. SRM-6, that hurts a little bit, but that's very replaceable for us. So, yeah, all things considered, that's not that bad. Am I mistaken on this mech? Maybe there is something in that arm. Maybe I'm thinking of the Banshee. Maybe the Banshee doesn't have something in one of its arms. That could potentially be true. I really don't remember what the loadout on the Highlander is, but all things considered, this is not that bad. Okay. I'm just going to check the market one more time. In particular, I'm looking at ammo and stuff. So I definitely need to look for more of that LRM Artemis ammo. Okay, so let me take a look at the star map real quick. So there's nothing else at Unity. We do need some significant repairs. I could jump over to here and do this defense contract to give us a little bit more experience. Although some of our mechs won't be available for that. We have enough backup mechs that I think we could probably pull off whatever this mission is. I suspect it's not going to be the same difficulty level. Now, the one thing I was wondering, yeah, there is a level above 14, so I wonder what's above legendary. We need a lot of experience to get there, though, so it's going to take some time. In any case, let me go ahead and take a look at the battle mechs here. So this is going to take a lot of time. I'm not even going to bother doing... now, the AC-20 did take a crit, but it didn't get destroyed. Repairs are going to be extensive on everything except the Banshees. Yeah, I think... we know we're going to go and go to an industrial zone anyway, so I'm only going to do the repair that I know will be a short one. The other ones will probably take too long. So as a result, I'm not going to do them. So do we think with a Banshee, an Atlas, an Awesome, and a Striker or Zeus, I mean, any of this combination, do we think we could... we also have the Victor as well. Do this next mission? I think so. Definitely. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Hopefully it isn't a mistake. But yeah, again, we need experience in our pilots, and I think that's one of the more important things right now. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here. Pretty short distance. It does get us closer to where we need to go, and it is along the flight path anyway. So yeah, let's go for it. So we get the Banshee back. Alright, let's see what this contract is like. Now, I'd prefer not to do a contract against any of the major houses. We have been lucky with the Dacronis Combine in that most of their contracts have been against other things. Yeah, see, Insurgency. So they apparently have more internal concerns. Maybe it's the location where we're at. Now this is still pretty difficult and the tonnage is pretty high, but we're going to have to work with what we have. All right, so normally we have a battle-hardened unit at this outpost, but they've been rotated out and we've got a bunch of raw recruits instead. An enemy force is closing in, and judging by all the hardware they're bringing, they didn't get the memo. Save our base, and especially save those greenhorns. Okay. So let's start with our damage coverage. I'm going to go with 4 points here, and then we're going to put 3 points into salvage shares. We now have 10 negotiation points a base, which is nice. And hopefully we can continue to reduce the negative reputation we have with the Draconis Combine, because we are in their space for seemingly quite some time now. Okay, let's go ahead and accept this contract. We are going to have to switch some things around. I'm going to go ahead and jump over into the Atlas. We're going to keep the Banshee. I'm not sure positionally wise if it's going to stay there, but the Banshee's going to stay. They're really going to use the Awesome, I think. Then probably the Striker out of the Stalker, geez. I don't know why I was thinking Striker. Alright, so the Stalker is probably fine there. You know, honestly, we probably don't need to change the position too much, but I guess I'm going to change the Awesome and the Banshee in position. There isn't really a problem with the Awesome taking up a more forward position, though, as its weapons, although they are long range, they can also attack close range targets, so yeah, I don't really think there's much of a problem with that idea. Okay. I think I'll just keep the position as is. Now, as far as pilots go, energy weapons are going to be much more important. So Hutchison's probably fine. Hello, Vigilante. I messed with my graphics and created a never-ending problem with lag. I reloaded my drivers and software, and this game looks and acts amazing now. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's a pretty good-looking game. Let's see. As far as pilots go, definitely Covington is one of our better energy weapon pilots. I definitely want to keep Sheffield, I think, in the... Well, we might have better pilots for the Banshee, but... Yeah, Covington should probably come into... But missile systems are very important for the Stalkers, so that's another concern. Okay. Now, Hutchison is one of our better energy weapon pilots, but that being said, we might want to level somebody up in energy weapons. So, is there anybody close to leveling up? Gan's getting there. Sheffield is even closer to leveling up. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Being able to zoom out when you want to is really important, so I'm glad to hear that it's smoother now for you. It's a tough one. Who's the pilot we're using right now? Hutchison is being currently used. Yeah, very close to leveling up there. I'm honestly leaning towards just keeping the pilots as is. Although maybe switching out Hutchison, even though he's so close to leveling up, I think we're going to switch out. Put Covington in there. Okay, and then as far as the Banshee goes, might give an opportunity to give Hutchison some experience in ballistic weapons, something kind of lacking. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I want to level Hutchison up because he's one of our better pilots. Yeah, that's all we're working on right now is just leveling them up. The maximum you can have is 60, so we're not far off that from our core of pilots. And Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end game, so our pilots are pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and ready up. I think this is what I want. Now my pilot is, I think, maxed out on everything except ballistic weapons, because I didn't use a lot of ballistic weapons for a good chunk of the game.
Hostile forces are looking to destroy this military outpost.
All right, let's take a look at the land.
Destabilize the region.
All right.
We have been contracted to defend this facility and prevent them
Got a
from
lot of territory up in the
overrunning this
north,
position.
so I kind of position myself
Establish a defensive
a little bit more
perimeter
out in the open.
and don't let any hostiles break through.
Very foggy or snowy or blizzardy,
Scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable.
so the visibility is
Hostiles
pretty
have been reported in the
poor.
area.
Okay, it looks like we are indeed up in the
We just
north.
had a perimeter alarm go off. They are getting close to our facility.
All right, so we got a hunchback. We'll try and knock him out early. Ah, messed up that lead.
Mercenaries, save my people.
All right, good. Got him.
Easy, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Can't really see what I'm shooting at, but I'll shoot nonetheless.
Enemies just lit up a chemical tank.
Additional
He's dead.
contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
All right, so we have reinforcements coming in, even though we have not taken out this light mech yet.
Acquired.
Looks like my allies are doing a good job, well, of shooting each other, A, but... Alright, what do we got? We got a rifleman. And a catapult. That needs to die now. Let's aim for that LRM pod.
Incoming missile.
I don't have a good shot at it. There we go. Where are you?
Q is being targeted. Tell my kids I love.
Alright, good. Got those LRM-20s. I don't care anymore.
This location wasn't built to withstand military-grade weapon fire. We need to pull them away from the buildings.
Ah, led that a little bit too much. And he's dead.
Targets destroyed.
Alright.
The kills reactor is about to explode.
Alright.
Tango
He's dead.
eliminated.
Alright, switch around. Oh, we've got a,
Acquired.
oh yeah, the catapult's still around.
Critical.
Alright. Took a decent amount of damage there. More than I would like. I have no idea where this thing is, but I just guessed, and I was guessing correctly.
Converging on your position, Commander.
Alright.
Stay frosty.
Target acquired.
Alright, light mech over here. Looks like he's in behind a hill, so can't really target him just yet. This is going to be a guess shot, and I did not guess right. Very poor visibility on this map. Just kind of guessing.
Destroyed.
Aim low.
Enemy mech.
Alright, we got another light mech over here. Looks like a spider.
That thing's gonna explode.
Alright. Oh, hello.
Target acquired.
Tango down.
This guy was just lighting up my stalker in the rear.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Destroyed.
Okay. Where'd the dropship go? There it is.
Target
Alright, we got some
acquired.
vehicles. Don't have good vision, but hey, again, nice guess shot there.
Target
That one I could
destroyed.
see a little bit.
Oh, our fuel reserves.
I'm really sure why I'm waiting for that guy, especially as my allies just killed him. Alright, we got a Centurion. Ow.
New target.
And a Marauder. Okay, the Marauder is a little bit more important. Oh, okay, we got quite a few enemies up ahead. I'm a little not too certain, especially as one of my arms is taking heavy damage. Which arm is it? My right one. Okay, we gotta switch. God damn it. Somebody's attacking me from that side. Ow, ow. It's kind of hard not to face that side. Well, we lost the right arm. I am taking a lot of damage, Jesus. Alright, I gotta run away. Something keeps hitting me from that side, and I don't know what it is.
New target acquired.
Oh god. We've lost a lot of our weapons.
Entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contact.
This match, this mission did not go well.
Tank just exploded.
I have, like, no weapons left. I feel like we gotta redo this one. Yeah, sorry guys. I borked that one. Oh, use night vision. That's not a bad idea. We'll try that. That might help. I'm not sure, because I've never tried it in this kind of conditions, but, you know, that's not a bad idea. We'll try it. This is gonna be my one mulligan, I guess, for the day. I think part of the problem is I was getting my weapon groups mixed up too. Coming from the king crab to this. Oh yeah, it's much better.
Looking to destroy this military outpost and destabilize
Much
the
better.
region. We have been contracted to defend this facility and prevent them from overrunning
Alright.
this position. Establish a defensive perimeter and don't let any hostiles break through.
I wouldn't have thought night vision would help with something like this, but I guess if it's infrared or whatever, however you use it, I guess that makes some sense. Whatever type of night vision it is.
Enemy forces are getting dangerously close to the facility.
Alright.
Tango down.
I still can't really see them though, because it's all white. Matter of fact, I don't like that. I can't really differentiate color. Okay, he's dead. Ow!
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Let's get that arm off.
Recon has spotted additional bogies heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Okay, his AC-20 is gone. At least yeah, he doesn't have an AC-20. Didn't pay attention to what variant this is.
Destroyed.
Alright, that was a little bit better. A little bit more on the ball.
A fuel storage tank was just
While the range is
ignited.
long, I'll do this. There's a lot of glare off the snow. It's just kind of hard for me to differentiate shapes and stuff. Oh, got a target.
Target
Like, I
acquired.
can't see that at all. But I can see it.
Target
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag. Some things I can see better, some things I can't.
Target acquired.
This I might be able to see better.
Target
There we go.
destroyed.
That I can't see at all, though. Yeah, there's a hill in the way.
New target acquired. Target
Target destroyed.
Jesus Christ, they're shooting at us. The HQ is taking heavy damage.
Okay. Missed that. I was trying to aim for his arms. If we can get that last arm, a lot of his weapons go away. There we go. He has no
Target
weapons now.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Alright, now the catapult.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, he's almost dead.
Clears the
Okay.
area. Detonation
Now for the
about to go
catapult.
critical.
The catapult's trying to hide from me, which is going to really draw me out. Let's tell my allies to start targeting him, because we do have LRMs in my squad. At least I think we have a few. I'm probably too close for him to do a whole lot, so I'm not even going to worry about his LRM pods. Let's just go for the kill.
Additional
Okay, he's dead.
tangos en route to your
All right,
position,
let's go back.
Commander.
Target
All
acquired.
right, we got a lot of helicopters coming in. And those stupid Igors or Igors.
Blue. Don't let them get any other ones.
Yeah, we're a little far out though, so I think the base is going to take a little bit of a beating while we're...
Target acquired.
You know what?
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any
I had to be
more
careful with
harm.
my shot there.
That kill's reactor is about to explode.
Target
We're
acquired.
taking enemy fire.
Let's
Do
get that
something, goddammit.
long range shot with the awesome. Knock these flyers out.
Target
Enemy destroyed.
acquired. Target
Okay,
destroyed.
he's dead too.
Target
All right, good.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah, hoping I could get it over the wall, but not gonna work.
Commander, we lost an apartment complex.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Okay. We're definitely going cleaner on this one. Don't have a good shot on that guy because of the wall. I heard a dropship come in, but I don't... Oh, there it is. Let's deal with the dropship here, even though there are a lot of vehicles just smacking the base.
Target acquired.
I missed that shot.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired.
Tango down. Enemy mech
He's dead.
destroyed.
Yeah, we had a little bit more separation in these mechs too, which helped. I'm gonna have everybody target the Atlas to try and knock it out quick.
This area has lost half of all its overall integrity. We need to turn it around.
Okay, good.
Good kill, Commander.
We need to... Actually, there's not really anything we need to do right now. I'm gonna switch over to the Warhammer now. Alright. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell my allies to do so.
Engaging.
They got the radio tower.
He's dead. He can't last much longer.
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional
All right.
reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Unfortunately, there's a bunch of vehicles and places that I don't really know where they are. I think just
Our fuel storage has been compromised.
taking out the
Another one.
Target
buildings.
acquired. Target destroyed.
I've got some flyers over there we have to take care of. That Stalker needs to die.
Commander, we've been hit.
Ah, I tried for it.
Target destroyed.
Oh, I didn't get him? Oh, he's gone. Alright.
Target acquired.
Stalker is the more dangerous of the two.
They just demolished a residential tower.
Yeah, see, this vehicle over here, pretty much attacking stuff unchecked.
Target
There we go.
destroyed.
Tango eliminated.
Target acquired.
Let's worry about the Stalker. Stalkers can be dangerous. I lost my arm, damn it. Oh well. I don't really want to keep taking this much damage though. Ow!
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm not doing a very good job of leading here. That's my right leg. Let's aim that away. The fact you guys haven't killed this quick draw yet.
Eliminated.
Alright, we did it, but that hurt.
The area is secure.
Alright. That could have been cleaner, but it is what it is. I mean, these are difficult missions. Alright, let's see how much damage we took. Not too bad. All that was on me. And all I should have lost is a medium laser, which is definitely something we can manage. Okay, out of the group. Let's make sure we sort it by value. Okay. Not really too sure what to take here. I think I'm going to take the large lasers, because we might need them, and then I'm just going to take a single medium laser, and that'll be it. Okay, well, we did really good damage. My allies did alright. The Banshee, for whatever reason, really underperformed, but it's done well in the past, so I'm not going to look too far into that. It might have just been out of position or something. Alright. Well, we got what we were looking for. Oh, I didn't look to see the level ups or anything. It is what it is. Alright, let's get over to the industrial zone. Hopefully we can find another conflict zone, because otherwise it's going to be a long trip. A long trip, though. I guess it's okay. Like them so they constantly switch targets. Yeah, okay. Just keep in mind that the Atlas is very slow. Most of the mechs that we ever have nowadays are pretty slow. Okay, let's take a look at the market first. So we have a fire starter that's a hero mech. Ooh, okay, that's actually not a bad advice there. So I'm not positive, but it seems like aggro makes them switch targets. So if you go wide behind big mechs, they have to go 180 to turn to get you. Then you have your team target their backs. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm not the best at like commanding my allies, though. That's one of like my big weak points. Is I tend to kind of do everything myself. I'm trying to get better with the commands, and I feel like I have definitely improved, but I'd say if there's any weak point that I have, it's probably that. I'm curious if this fire starter has double heat sinks. Alright, let me go ahead and take a look at the weapons. High quality medium laser. There's only one, I'll buy it. High quality PPC. These are a little bit more expensive. I'll think about that one. So what are we looking for here? LRM ammo with Artemis. I don't see any of that. And then obviously double heat sinks, which I've never found. Okay. Well, at least we got a medium laser and potentially some PPCs. I do have 3 in inventory, and there aren't that many mechs that we use PPCs outside of the King Crab and the Awesome. That's pretty much it. I'm not saying that there won't be a potential for more PPCs as well. Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that I haven't really looked into too much, is like how the AI behaves on certain things. I'm gonna buy 1, and then we'll think about the other ones. There are 3 more here. Alright, I'm gonna have a lot of repairs and other stuff to do. I did lose a medium laser and a heat sink. That's not gonna be too big of a deal. I don't think there's really anything I want to do to the Atlas, outside of get a higher quality Gauss rifle, which we did have one in there, but it got lost when the AI was piloting it, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. These things happen. As far as medium lasers go, I'm going to put a quality level 3 in there, I think, for the arm, because these arms tend to fall off fairly frequently. And then we just need a single heatsink. We do have a double heatsink just kind of sitting somewhere, so there's a potential I put that in some mech. I'm not really sure which mech. The Atlas doesn't need it. It is very heat efficient, so it doesn't really need it. I have never had any problems with heat in this mech. So yeah, not really a problem for this mech. Okay, start work. Probably put it in the King Crab if I do that refit that I was thinking about, which I am very much leaning towards. Awesome, this is just going to be a simple upgrading of the PPCs. We do have higher quality PPCs available now, and the Awesome has never really taken serious damage that I feel like it would be a mistake and not putting a higher quality weapon in here, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And then we'll just repair and start work, so 12 days, that's not too bad. Most of that is just switching the weapons out. Stalker, don't think it really needs anything at the moment. Oh no, it does need stuff. It needs to increase the quality of medium lasers. This is a loadout we did a long time ago, and we didn't have as many of the higher quality medium lasers at the time. So I actually downgraded it. I think there's a good call to upgrade a lot of these, especially as we have 38 of the things at this point. So I think it's not a bad idea, especially as we know this is going to be kind of a long haul before we're in another port of call potentially. A longer bit of work, not a big deal for us. Yeah, it's only 16 days. We could also upgrade the large lasers potentially. I don't know how many I have. Yeah, okay, might as well do that too. There we go. So that should increase the damage, range, and heat efficiency pretty much across the board, which does definitely help the Stalker. You have 12 hero mechs. Yeah, I have never bought one. I just... I get that they can be better, but I've never come across one at a time when I would want it. Like, oftentimes the hero mechs for me are like, at this stage, like medium or lighter mechs. Maybe there's been potential for heavier mechs, but what I need right now, or what I would like, is assault class mechs, and I haven't been really seeing many of those. I'm sure they're out there, though. Okay, let's go ahead and start the work. And then the Banshee, I don't think we had anything planned for it, so this is just going to be a simple repair. King Crab is the one that we're going to need to do. This needs extensive repairs. This doesn't, though. Normal repair. I don't think we're going to do anything with the Cyclops. Cyclops, I didn't check to see how much damage it did, but I think it did pretty well on the mission we used it in. I'm going to need more proof of that, though, so we're going to have to test that more. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a Lost Tech variant of the Kintaro with the upgraded armor, so that was nice, and it had the narc system in it and all that. It was pretty cool, but we have since sold it. I was really torn on that one. That was one of my the pickups that I was really happy about. I think we got that at Terra, and I honestly probably should go back to Terra to see if we can find more stuff like that. Alright, so we are at a point with the Highlander where I'm starting to run out of AC-20s, because this thing, it loses its arm so often. And it's becoming unviable to keep repairing it and keep putting AC-20s in it. I'm starting to really drop in quality available. I do have really high quality ones, but I don't want to put them in here, especially if we're going to keep losing them. I have 4 really high quality AC-20s, but I just don't want to put it in this mech. Oh wait, that's right, we didn't lose the AC-20. I'm sorry. I was so expecting it that I actually forgot. It was the SRM-6 we lost. Alright, well, we can replace that, I guess. Don't mind my brain fart. Alright, that's gonna be it. This Highlander has been okay. I'm not sure if this is my favorite variant, but it's what was available at the time. If we get a better variant, I might sell it, but for now, it's doing alright. I just wish it wouldn't lose its arms so often. Missile Rainbow. I like that. Okay, so now the King Crab. This I'm going to modify, because I like the idea of the Artemis system. I think it will be better, even if it is a downgraded, down to LRM-15 versus LRM-20. But if we do this, then it will be more ammo efficient. Although I don't think I've ever run out of the LRM-20s. No, I have, haven't I? Yes, I have. So this would actually be good from that standpoint. We are going to have to change it to the Artemis ammo, but we should have some. I don't know if we have a lot, but we have some. That's why I was kind of looking for more Artemis ammo. We have 3 tons, so we're only planning on using 2, so for now it works, but we definitely need to find more. Okay, so that gives us 2 tons to work with. We do have room to up armor this mech, if I remember correctly, in some areas, like for example the center torso and the legs. And considering that's where our ammo is, probably should do that. The arms and the right and left torso, they're maxed out, so there's not really a whole lot I can do with that. Well, let's just keep working on it. So we'll get that up there. It might come out that I have weight left over, nothing to do with it. We'll see though. Yeah, there's only 8 points to put in the head, so get up to a half a ton, and then what do we do with that? Might be cool if I had half tons of Artemis ammo, but I don't. I do have half tons of the autocannon ammo. I've never really ran out. Oh, that's right, we were going to put a double heatsink in this thing. Okay, I'm going to back off the armor then. I think we had 22. I'm going to back off the armor. Because I forgot, we want to put a double heatsink in this thing. Okay, we're going to go down to 79, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Well, definitely we up-armored it by a ton, which helps. And then, yeah, we want to put the double heatsink, because this does run hot. Not super hot that it's a problem, but hot enough that it's a concern. Okay. That looks good to me. So we're downing our damage output a little bit, but yeah. Well, it's also the stream style rather than the standard style, which I feel like a lot of missiles miss on the standard style because it kind of just fires it like a shotgun. All right, we'll try this out. I hope it does pretty well. Let's make sure the weapon groups make sense. Okay, they do. All right, looks good to me. So we'll try this out. I hope it works out, but I think the important thing there is we were able to get a little bit better heat efficiency and armor, which was something we were, I wouldn't say struggling with because I never overheated, but it was at times getting a bit much. So good to have a little bit of better heat protection or sinking. Okay, let's take a look at the star map now that we have all our repairs and the shopping done. Unless, of course, I want to buy more of those PPCs. Probably not a bad idea. Also, do I have any mechs in cold storage? No, because I haven't had a lot of salvage shares lately because of the having to do missions with the Draconis Combine, and they really don't like me, so I think I'll buy one more. I don't think I want to buy many more than that because I don't know how long I'm going to be off the grid. And I don't really use PPCs all that often, so yeah, that should be okay. So we did not find any conflict zones. There is another industrial zone. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a quick break here, and I'll be right back. Not sure if we want to do some poking around to try and find a conflict zone, but